Mic check. Let's edit some stuff real quick. Go over here. Upcoming streams and general everyone on Discord. We now deck building for the Duelist Cup. Okay, there's that. Confirm. That's that. Let's edit some stuff. Duelist Cup October 2023. Deck building. DDD deck building. Save. Okay, that's that. Yo, Sergio, what's up, man? Doing a lot better. I was actually not gonna do the stream, but then I got kind of like not pushed into it, but motivated to go into it. And then I realized that I had all these different things that are just not working properly for for the channel, since I kind of redid my computer settings and everything, and now I had to redo it all over again, unfortunately. So now I gotta turn some stuff on and off real quick before we get started. Save settings, there we go. Okay, I can insert ad breaks, that's cool. Sorry, I'm just learning a bunch of stuff right now. Live chat, there we go, and let's pop this out. Let's put this over here. Okay, whoops. Okay, let's do studio mode. And then transition. Can you guys see the screen? Okay. Without any kind of issues? You guys able to see my Master Duel recording? All right, sweet. Okay. My screens are a little wanky right now, but let's get going here. So I managed to check out the Duelist Cup, and the decks there are pretty crazy. This is my general idea of the deck that I wanted to do. So let's just go over the decisions real quick, but first I just want to go over the deck. 60 cards again, mainly because I'm a 60 card. I like my decks pretty big, so I'm not really going to complain. Unfortunately, I need Max C in the deck because everyone is spamming, mainly Cashier from what I've heard from others, and this is just too much of a good card. But at 3 it's a little much, even at 60 decks, even at 60 card deck. I decided to craft 2 lava golems because, tributing 2 of their monsters. But my problem with that is if I drew lava golem, best strategy against Runix, the which card, the Kurikara are the best cards against Runic. Best strategy against Runic. I don't know if they're good against. Oh, or maybe it's Lava Golem. But anyway, so my problem with Lava Golem is I can't normal summon 60 card decks. Okay, yeah. Runic, that's pretty much the reason why. I mean, I just got so annoyed by Runix that I ended up making 4 large decks, and it kind of just stuck for me, unfortunately. But anyway, so my problem with Lava Golem is if I have Savant Kepler or any of the cards that search for it, then my problem is that I can't normal summon, and unfortunately DDD has to normal summon. My only saving grace is Swirl Slime. I can fusion from my hand and then use Swirl Slime's graveyard effect to summon Kepler or whatever it is I need to go from there. And then I can avoid that. But the chances of that happening are pretty slim. I don't want to add Nibiru, but I feel like I have to, especially in a 60 card deck. Remember the rules, 20 cards are for counter and annoying your opponent, 20 cards are your core cards, and then another 20 cards are usually your searchers or your extenders, right? So I want to try my best to follow that rule. but I'm not very good at it myself. But just when you're building your decks, just do as I say, not as I do. Because after all, my main thing here for the channel is to just try a bunch of different things. So if you see me trying something weird and it works out for a good 5 days or so, it doesn't mean it's going to work out for a long time. But that's my choices for Nibiru and Lava Golem. Of course, I had to get the royal finish. Thankfully, I got it after six day of attempts, so that was fun. Let's see here. I'm running Archfiend Eccentric primarily because I am running what is it called? I'm running Small World. The reason why I'm running in the first place is someone in the chats mentioned it, and I just crafted it for, for shits and giggles. And of course, I got a royal for it, so I kind of had to go along with it just so I can make my deck as royally as possible. Let's see. For the DDD core cards, of course, we're gonna have the 3 Kepler, the 1 Cerberus, 3 Copernicus. I'm happy with 2 Orthros, primarily because it can pop cards, and I mainly needed to summon Siegfried, so I'm going to need a second one in order to get the pendulum effect. Obviously, we're going to have 3 Griffin, 1 Dog for the occasional, Despia players who like to summon those deal 600 damage monsters that I learned the hard way. Even if I have Leonidas in hand, they force you to pay a cost to activate your card. So it's not like you take effect damage, unfortunately. So Dog is your best bet to counter that. Just, you have to pay the 1200 life point damage, unfortunately, in order to use it. But after that, you can pop off thanks to Dog and activating its effect. And it's pretty solid. If I don't have a card that I can really deal with, the Kashtira cards, playing Dog and at least stopping Rise Hard or Shinria, this card does the trick pretty well. 2 Oblivions, primarily because I like summoning him from the graveyard or from the extra deck, but I also need one from the Pendulum Zone so that I can pop off from there as well. 1 Thomas, obviously, fun combo that I guess might not be new, but I just discovered it myself. I never really tried it before, but if you somehow can't top or any of your opening cards and you somehow have King Rage, and set King Rage scale, normal summon Thomas, and then Thomas effect, pop the King Rage, and then you can go into Kali Yuga, or even go from there and summon Gilgamesh and do the combos. I think it's a fun strategy, especially if one of your skills is Zero Laplace, so that you can get back King Rage to your hand and do some crazy shenanigans from there. Of course, I'm going to have Vice King Requiem, as you guys saw from, I think it was last month, one of the top 16 members of this giant tournament. I forget if it was like a regional or national, whatever, but anyway, they ended up, the primary strategy for them was to throw in 3 Contacts of the Gate, activate it, search for King Requiem, set the skill, pop the contract, and then what you do is you overlay into Deus Machinex, and then you can pop a card and basically force your opponent's hand. It's a pretty good combo. DDD players don't actually use this combo, so what can you do? But it is an option to have here. Now, you guys are seeing Change of Heart, and the reason why is mainly because of Rise Heart. Normally, what happens is your opponent activates, they do their crazy board or whatever. And if you can't, for whatever reason, draw into Kurikara or Lava Golem, what I am doing is I am using Change of Heart. I'm taking their Rise Heart, and then I'm attacking into their Shangria. And then, unfortunately, I had to give up one of my DDD slots so that I can go into Zeus and then wipe their entire board. And then I can hopefully go from there. That's the whole point of throwing in Change of Heart and also throwing in Enemy Controller. One of the strategies for TCG is actually using, Crossout Designated, since it's at 3, in order to stop, basically in a way to chain block, right? So then I figured we can probably do the same thing with Enemy Controller, and I can take a monster. So for example, if they throw in, so if I summon a Kepler and they use one of their Kashtira or really any sort of disruption, and they happen to have a monster on the field on my second turn, I can chain Enemy Controller, tribute the monster, take one of their monsters, ideally Rise Hard, or I can even switch their Shangria into attack position and attack into something, and then go for Zeus. So this is a pretty good way to stopping them from banishing a monster or using Ash or whatever, or anything to negate Hey Joe, how you doing, man? Add something to your deck that enables piercing damage. I had I had a Beowulf and I also had Zero Sight, but unfortunately I had to make some crazy cuts, uh, mainly for that reason, just so that I can have Divine Arsenal. And if I can get out Bright Armageddon, then their Kashtiras can't target any of my monsters, and I can pretty much be all set from there. Against the Kashtira board, if I know I'm playing, I mean, this is really more for TCG, but for Master Duel, if I can get lucky, my main goal would be to summon Bright King Armageddon, and then also throw in Super Doom King Dark Armageddon. Opponent cannot target monsters you control with card effects. So this is actually pretty good against, what do you call those stupid monsters? Shoot. Oh my god. I'm blanking on their name. The ritual guys. Equipped. Who am I thinking of? Oh my god, I'm gonna bother myself here. Equip. This guy. Oh, the Mikanko. That's what I'm thinking of. Sorry about that. Just got a little brain fart. My excuse is I just finished that 8-hour shift from work, so my mind is not really full there right now. But anyway, Bright Armageddon pretty much helps you against Mikanko, because then they can't equip their equip cards to you, and they can't target you to take your monsters, which is kind of annoying in general, especially if you're going second or you pass on their turn so they don't know to K you. But it is fun to use Bright Armageddon against them. But anyway, I'm getting a little off topic here. So going back to the deck, you know, I don't have to justify Zero King Laplace. He's been really great. Obviously, he's not good against Shangria, but he is pretty solid against anything that has a high attack, even if they are in defense mode. Quick note on Laplace, the effect is if this card battles an opponent's monster, you can activate its effect. This card's attack becomes double. The fact I'm looking at it, this card attacks a defense mode, okay, piercing damage. The first time this card would be destroyed by battle, each turn it is not destroyed. So, if you accidentally attack into a monster and it's huge for whatever reason and it's not the original attack, you will take that giant effect damage to your face, unfortunately, because you're not being destroyed. So this monster needs to be potentially destroyed the first time to prevent the battle damage. So just keep that in mind. That happened with a question from the Discord, and we kind of had to like watch the replays and then reread the card. And of course, the card tells you exactly what it is it needs to do. I threw in Super Dimensional Sovereign Emperor Zero Paradox mainly for the sake of eventually possibly getting a chance to do the plays. And it's a fun card. It's a fun little tech. If you run against Pendulum Magicians, whatever, you can take their cards and then summon this card. And you can pop off with one of these Swamp Kings and stuff, and then make this guy into a 6,000 attack monster, which is a lot of fun. I explained Change of Heart. 1-for-1 is pretty straightforward. You summon your Keplers. Now this is a card that somebody, recommended to me for the level 8s. Dark Spirits Mastery. The reason why I didn't play ball with this card initially is because I read the first sentence and then I immediately just kept going. Discard one card, add one Destiny board, and of course I immediately stopped reading at that point. And then of course this other person from the YouTube channel, sorry man, I'm completely blanking on your name right now, on your username for YouTube, but you know who you are. Then it goes on, so you can either add Destiny board or add one level 8 Fiend monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand, which is basically searches out your Ragnarok, your Thomas, your Vice Requiem, and of course we can't forget Lava Golem. This card will search for Lava Golem along with the Small World card, so it's a pretty solid card, especially because it can search from the deck or graveyard to the hand. Obviously the rest of the effects are not really applicable to us right now, but you know, it is what it is. In a different format, once we get rid of a Rise Heart, I can actually go ahead and whoops. Where is that other card? Hold on. Nope, not how to. I don't want to obtain it. What is that card? I guess they're not going to show it. Okay, basically the Curse Necrophier is another card that I want to tech once they start banning Kashtira from the meta. Hey Brandon, how you doing? I'm feeling much better. Thank you for asking. That's why I was able to do the stream. I haven't really been able to do much with the Duelist event right now. What can you do? Yeah, Duelist Cup is full of Cash, Mikanko, Labyrinth, and Pearly. I'd rather play against Pearly, Labyrinth, and Mikanko somehow combined in a 1200 card deck and they draw 10 cards, then duel against going first Kashtira board. Like, that's how badly I not liking Kashtira in Master Duel. In TCG, it's much more doable. When I had no idea what they were, I was able to hold I was able to hold them off pretty well with my standard build back in the day, and then when I was able to make the deck a little bit better, to try and work around it now that I know the deck, I was able to deal with Kashtira in a full match without a problem. But in Master Duel, it's such a pain, especially because for whatever reason I draw the my one-offs right away instead of like the copies that I have in the deck, which of course doesn't make any sense sometimes. And then I also go second a lot. Not running Foolish Burial. I was considering Foolish Burial, but I mean, if they use their Kashtira board and then they summon a Rise Hard, all my cards go into the Banish instead of Graveyard. So, I mean, really, Copernicus and even Foolish is not that great. And unfortunately, this event is full of Kashtira more than anything else, so I have to think about that sort of thing. Not to mention, there's a good chance I'm not going to draw it, and if I do draw it mid-game, it's not going to be very useful. Granted, a lot of the hand traps too are not going to be particularly useful if I just casually draw into them when I don't need them. So this deck is high risk, high reward, especially if I go first. No problem for the tip. Oh, hey, Def the Kid. Yeah, you're the one who gave me a shout out to take a look at this card. So thank you again. In my TCG version, this card is amazing because I don't run Lava Golem or anything like that. I run Curse Necrofear, so I just banish all the cards mainly all my extra deck cards like Gilgamesh, and then I get them all back thanks to Necrofear. Then I can pop off again as a way to recover, which is amazing. I feel like anything but Kashtira is a decent match. Yeah, I feel like anything but Kashtira is a decent matchup. That is correct, Brandon. Really feel like Cash is pretty decent with my 45 card DDD deck. It's Pearly and Mikanko that are annoying to deal with. Mikanko in general, yeah, that I just can't deal with them if they let me. I mean, the tail is if you lose the coin toss and they allow you to go first. But anyway, sorry, I'm getting a little sidetracked. I wanted to do this for an hour since I have to go and do something at like 7 p.m. So let's just finish through the deck. Triple Tactics Talents, it's a pretty good card, especially since, they do things on your turn. But unfortunately, Kashtira is smart and they thought about it, and their effects activate during the standby phase. So Triple Tactics on paper is good, but you have to bait out their monster effects, or if they use a hand trap on you. So I may actually take it out and maybe throw in another Kurikara. But I just like it because it's a royal finish, and I want to have as many royal finishes as possible. Small World's pretty straightforward. Banish any of your cards, then you can banish Archfiend Eccentric. You can also search for Lava Golem with this thing, which is great, or you can even search for Ash Blossom if you somehow... honestly, I have no idea how to use Small World properly, but somehow I'm able to search for sometimes Kurikara or Ash Blossom, depending on what card I banish. So it's pretty good. I hate drawing into Archfiend Eccentric, but the effects are not that bad. You can tribute this card, then target one monster reveal, destroy it as a monster effect, or destroy spawn track card as a pendulum effect. I mean, it's not bad, per se. Obviously, we have the triple gate. We have the one contract with the patent license. I would like to add this card and not use it as a grave dump so that I can get out my synchro monster. I would love to have this on the field and then prevent them from, at least XYZ summoning. But unfortunately, that plan kind of goes out the window, because then as soon as they attack, they can banish one face-up card, and they'll usually banish this card. But it's a good bait so they don't banish your monsters at the very least. Forbidden Contract with the Swamp King is an odd choice, I know, but if you guys have seen the post in the community tab, I've shown you guys how this can potentially be useful. A lot of the cards that I have are high level, like, wait, is this? Hold on. It's a DDD monster. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 DDD monsters. I had a little bit more on my TCG, so this may or may not work to my advantage, but we will see. I haven't fully tested it out yet. Enemy Control, I've already explained it. Called by the Grave, pretty self-explanatory. Infinite Impermanence, we already talked, it's pretty straightforward. Extra deck is pretty straightforward. Divine Arsenal, we already talked about it by using enemy controller and change of heart. So now I am going to do a count. Hold on a second. New note. All right. So let's do this real quick. I'm gonna try doing it. I'm gonna try doing it as quickly as possible, so you guys don't, don't have to see too much through it. But the idea is we're gonna do 100 draws, and for going first, we're gonna see if they are a good hand. I'm not really gonna do the explanation for each hand because that would take too long. So I'm just going to mark them down for hands that I think are good going first. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, okay, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Right off the bat, I'm already seeing 5 hands that are not ideal, so that's why we go back and change the deck. So we're gonna get to 20 and see what happens. Unless that was already 20. I already lost count. But let's just do a few more. That's one. That's another one. That's a good hand. So notice the trends of what I'm drawing here and why it doesn't work out. I was doing a going second 100 draws, and the going second hands are actually better than the going first, primarily because I have a lot of disruptions. That's bad. That's okay. It's okay. Bad. That's good. Okay, we did it around 25, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 7 hands that do not work. So this deck is not going to work out pretty well for me. Let's do it one more time. Just like, sorry, I'm blanking out on because I want to do so many different things, but it's hard to like structure this by doing a random streaming. So sorry for that, for not being too structured here. Do you find Lava Golem conflict with the normal summon? Yes, we talked about this before. Lava Golem conflicts heavily. So this is what I'm gonna do. I like it at the 1. I like Mikanko better, Kurikara. So I'm gonna throw in 1, and honestly, I don't like the Nibiru's. They're not really for me. Same thing with Lava Golem. Change of Hearts, I will keep. Triple Tactics, I'll get out. Swamp King does not work in Master Duel, so it's only for TCG. Enemy controllers work. So now we're at 56. I'm not going to think about adding other cards. Dark Spirit's Mastery we may keep, just primarily because we can actually recycle the Lava Golem if we draw into it. The 3 Max C, I'm not 100% sure about. 3 might be a little pushing it, but that's 56 cards, so let's try this again. Sorry, I'm not going to talk when I do the draws. I'm just going to keep going. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So 25, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 16, 24, 32. Okay. Hold on a second. 25, 10. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of 25 draws, 8 of them are bad. So hold on. It's 32, 100. Okay. So that's not good either. Usually I like to leave it at about 90% decent opening hand. So that doesn't work either. So let's get rid of 1 Kurikara. This is essentially what I do whenever I'm deck building, so I'm sorry if you guys find it boring, but I just end up talking to myself and then going through. I make compromises where I have to. Right now, Dark Spirit Mastery I might actually take out, because I mean, it's good if I go second, but we're talking about going first. Let's see, that's 55 cards. DD Dog. We're not seeing any Despia branded cards, so I might take him out. That's primarily my use for it. But if I can maybe draw into this thing, but if they have their Kashtira board, then this is not a very particularly good card. Unless I have Baits, but that's not going to happen with a large deck. So we're going to bench Doggy for now. See what happens. That's 54. Maybe one Max C just to lower the deck a little bit. So in terms of disruption, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 cards that are disruptive. So that's 53. Let's do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's kind of meh. Okay, so out of 25, that's 3 bad hands in my opinion. Your opinion can be different for what is a good and what is bad. So multiply that by 4, so you get 12, so that puts us at 88% out of 100. So 88 out of 100 draws is pretty good, so that's actually not a bad ratio here. If there's anything else I want to take out, let's just continue this real quick. What would I do with this hand? Obviously I can summon Kepler, but if they went first, if I get to go first, I can pop up with just Kepler being on my hand, unless they have a, what do you call it? Unless they have a hand trap or something to stop him. But thankfully I have 2 other DDDs, so I can use Swirl Slime and then use it to fusion summon with Paradox. Swirl Slimes summons Copernicus from the hand. But if I go second, okay, so I have enemy controllers, so again my strategy works fine. Kepler gets the contract and I can pop off regardless. So that's not bad, especially if they have their board and they have their XYZ monsters. I can easily take them with enemy controller, so that's great. This hand, if I go first, I can pop off. That doesn't really help, but if I go second, I can use Max C. Ideally, they'll try to use their board, maybe some for monsters. I get these, great. Next hand, I can't do anything with this. All I can do is set Infinite Impermanence, and then I can bother them with Max C and Ash. So I have to pass my turn. That if I go second, this is great. By my turn, I draw. Let's say they summon 3 just to get something on the board. I get that. Okay, that's not bad. Next one, I can pop off fully with this. If I go second, I get this. So again, enemy controller is proving to be a really fun tech for me. I haven't tried it yet, but we'll see. A change of heart. If I go second, that's great. If I go first, I can do things with this. I can do things with this. Okay, just based on those few draws, I think we can work with this. So let's go ahead and try the Duelist Cup. I have a few, I got I think 20-30 minutes. Yeah, I got 30 minutes. Let me just get some rewards. 25, is that enough? Nope, I need 20 more, so let's duel. Alright, well, let's see if I make a fool out of myself with my 15-3 card DDD deck. Thankfully, I got grandfathered in thanks to my rewards from last season. So let's see how we do. So rule of thumb whenever I'm dueling for either ranked or any sort of like events like this, if I get 3 losses in a row that were pretty bad, whether I didn't draw the right hand or they had full disruptions, then I go ahead and change up the deck a little bit. So they're going first, of course. Okay, perfect. I drew into Small World and Enemy Controller. Let's see if the Enemy Controller actually works here. How come you prefer taking Kali Yuga over Super Duking Armageddon? Did I take out Kali Yuga by mistake? Ooh, a dinosaur deck. Okay, he's not the best person to test this against, but, you know, we'll see what happens. How about you fill the rest of the deck with draw spells like Allure? I was thinking about that, but, I mean, honestly, every time I do that, on paper it sounds like it should work, but then during my test draws and stuff, they just do not. And it's a bit of a bummer, I gotta tell you. I have 0 disruptions, so we're gonna let this guy do his thing. This is gonna take forever, isn't it? Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to let the dino guy take his full 3 minutes. But wait, I can check my extra deck, right? No, Kali's there. How come you were taking Kali Yuga over Super Duking? I'm not 100% sure what you mean, Abdullah. Can you reiterate, or just like, you know, oh no, I meant you put Kali Yuga in, but in my duels, Super Duking is a better fit. This passive block card applies. Yep. I mean, Kali Yuga is used for, you know, just wiping back row or preventing your opponent from preventing your opponent's crazy monsters on the field from being affected by your cards. It's situational in a sense, unless you actually end up using the Kali Yuga Turbo engine, which essentially sets up 2 level 8s on the field, and then you either wonder XYZ or you use a card like Full Armored XYZ, whatever you say it, and then you can activate it during their draw phase. They can't do anything, and they have to either forfeit or pass their turn and hope that they can survive the next turn. I haven't used Dark Armageddon in a while, but honestly against Kashtira it is pretty solid to summon Bright Armageddon and Dark Armageddon. Unless of course they run evenly matched. Oh, Apollos. Okay, I have an idea. I am going to take their Apollos. But unfortunately if I do that, it's per chain, right? Once per chain, yeah, he'll lose 800 attack. And then, unless it's for one of their monsters, cannot be normal summon ascent. You can destroy 1 monster in your hand or field, and if you do, change all face and monster to face in the defense position. So he'll chain it, and then I'll take his monster, and then he'll set it face down. So that's not good for me either. Okay. Overload Savage Dragon, okay. I can work with that. Okay, so I can take... I'm not going to take Apollos, even though I want to. Actually, Apollos can negate either of these 2 guys, right? So that shouldn't really be a problem here. Okay, so let's see here. If Apollos is a destroy, once your opponent activates a monster, you can make this card lose exactly 800 attack, and if you do, negate the activation. So you don't destroy it, unfortunately. What can I do here? If I activate Throw Slime, he'll negate it with Apollos, and then he'll take that. So my best bet, unfortunately, is to... You know what? Let's try this. Small World. Let's see what he does to negate it. Once per turn, when your opponent activates... Okay, so Apollos only negates monster effects. Dude's got Ash Blossom. Of course they do. I can't activate that, unfortunately. Can I activate it again? Nope, it's a once per turn thing. So let's try this. DD Throw Slime. There it is, negates it, that's fine. Unfortunately, I can't do anything with that. Damn, I wish this card sent it to the graveyard. This card gives attacking when your opponent activates a monster, a card effect, a card or effect, which means that he'll negate enemy controller. So I wasn't ready for the Ash Blossom, which means I'm going. I have to set and pass, unfortunately. I'll set the enemy controller just in case. Damn, that Ash Blossom just wins games for everybody, doesn't it? I was hoping that they would use Borreload Savage Dragon to negate the small world, but here we are. Destroy one dinosaur, no. You only seen the corner of the stream? Alright, hold on. Oh, yeah, I don't know why that happened. Hold on, I can fix that. Sorry about that. Give me a sec to fix that. Why did it change? Transition. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. What do you do? Big evolution pill. Okay, I have to take it. Thanks for the mention, guys. Another Tyrannus. Dude's got 89.50. I don't think I can get past that. Wait, why is my stream acting up like that? Hold on. Sorry guys, little technical difficulties for some reason. Stream settings, analytics, stream health. This is excellent, sorry about that. Hold on, he attacked. He's got plenty of attack points left. I'm not gonna win this. It's still showing the corner of the screen, right? Sorry guys, hold on. Oops, hold on. Turn on your live stream and let your insert ads. Okay. I just refreshed the page. Sorry for the folks that left having that issue. Honestly, I don't know what happened. Let me just see if I can fix some stuff real quick. Give me a sec. Okay. For the 5 folks that are still here, is that all right for you guys? Okay, let's try this one more time. Ooh, I get to go first. All right. I'll keep an eye out on my OBS. I don't know what happened there. Alright, give me a good hand, please. Okay, I can work with this. Let's make the regular board. Uh-oh. They either have Maxi or some other nonsense. I'm forgetting what cards can activate during this standby. But let's do... I want to save Called by the Grave. So let's use Small World. Let's bait the Ash Blossom. Oh, they got nothing. So let's banish Archfiend Eccentric. And then what do we want in the hand? Just in case, we're going to take Griffin. Because I'm going to use the other card to... I'm going to use Gate in order to switch for the other card. So I'm going to go with Kepler, activate. Exclusively only drawing cash cards too. Close for long to use. Right? That's the reason why I ended up leaving Kashtira DDD, because I only ever drew into the Kashtira decks. I mean the cards. And it just wasn't working out for me. Alright, we might actually win this one, but it doesn't feel like it's an earned win. We'll see what happens. DD Griffin. Link. So we're going to watch out for Nibiru and if they can actually activate it. So there's the Stack First Orthros, Oblivion, Pendulum. Unfortunately, I can't use Griffin's effect. No Griffin activation, but we... Oh, does he have something? Copernicus? That's very sus. Yeah, I mean, the whole point of the DDD Kashtira board was to summon Shangria, or summon any Kashtira really, to mess with their card effects and then pop off on the DDD combos. But, I mean, I'm sure you can do a turbo version of the deck, but I just don't like doing that. If you want like an actual serious version of the deck, I can make that and take away all the cards that I usually like adding. There's that. Going to detach Cop. Okay. Not yet. Let's do another kill. I wish there was a new rule, that master rule, so that anything tier 3 or lower gets an extra slot in the extra deck or something. This guy's not surrendering, so there's a good chance that they have something. What do I want? Oh, of course I want Necro Slime. So there's a good chance they probably have Lava Golem or something that they can get rid of my monsters. So for that reason, let's get rid of Copernicus. Summon out Queen King Kankish. Necro Slime. Banish Gilgamesh. So I want to go for that route. I'm debating if I want to do the Oblivion Kings. I mean, not the Doom Kings, or the standard King Caesar, High King Caesar, and Siegfried combo. want to go for the I'm so torn. What do I go for? All right, you know what? Fine, let's do. I only have 2 Doom Kings in the deck right now, so I'm just gonna summon 2 of them. Let's summon you here in defense mode. We're summoning this guy in defense mainly because I don't have any other options. Because I don't have Doom King, Purple Armageddon at the moment. Let's do that. Actually, you know what? I have a good idea. What do I want to send to the graveyard? Send you. Okay, let's do the Doom Kings. That way I can keep Gilgamesh on the field. Gonna add Orthros. Then we're going to you. Advisor King. Step we're going to use some Griffin. Griffin's effect activates, so does Orthros. First summons, then we get to search out for Ice King Requiem. I'm gonna go into Brightest Hell Armageddon. Same target my cards guy. Set the pendulum scale. This, destroy that. Nope. Special summon. Apply no effect. I'm gonna go into, if I had one direct, I see that'd be kind of fun. Go into Darkness, Hell, Armageddon. And because I want to use Orthros again in the graveyard, I'll take him. I want to destroy something. I want to leave this card in the field. So let's go and deal with that. And that's it. Let's see what happens. His best bet is to get rid of Divisor King and probably Bright Armageddon if they have Lava Golem or something. As you can see, it takes a while. Oh my god, 3 cards, so he's got Sphere mode. I wouldn't say ridiculous, but that's the reason why we don't go for crazy boards sometimes. It's because, of course, you're going to have the occasional player that does something like this. What did he add? Wind Dragon of Raw? That is fine. This is still well within parameters, so we have nothing to worry about. Draw. I do this. It's nice. I pay the cost. Let's see, he's got 2 back rows up. Change as many monsters. Okay. And then I have to send that to the graveyard. That's fine. 6,000. You know what I'm gonna do? Oh, I can flip them face up again. Wow, that's kind of pointless. What does this do? When this gets activated, okay. Metal. Oh, what is this guy doing? Eternal Darkness actually wouldn't help you against this card. Requires 2 tributes from either side of the field to normal summon. So you don't actually tribute summon the Kaijus or Lava Golem or even the Winged Dragon of Ra, especially not Plasma. So Eternal Darkness does not help you out here for whatever reason. But before I do anything, let's read this real quick. To add 1 Winged Dragon of Ra, except Winged Dragon of Ra cannot... Okay, except the True Sun God monsters. Except the Winged Dragon cannot attack the turn to special summon once per turn. During a main phase, you can send this card from the field or 1 card. Or 1 Winged Dragon of Ra Mortal Phoenix from your deck to the graveyard, then send 1 Winged Dragon of Ra from your monster zone to the graveyard. Okay, so this doesn't affect me at all. So what we're going to do is... What do we have here? Yeah, okay. Let's throw you in here. Can I fusion summon? No, I can't. So we're going to go ahead and use his sphere mode before it goes back to him. Summon you. Activate Oblivion Effect. Oblivion Effect. I already used... what can I use? What can I send to the graveyard to help me out here? Nothing really. That's too bad. I have these 2 already face up. I can't do anything with that. It's got 3,000 attack, so we kind of have to get rid of it. I mean 3,000 defense. We cannot OTK him right now, so let's go ahead and do this. Summon you. I'm going to activate Oblivion Effect. This is why I run 2 Oblivions. What do we have here? This is all I got left. Okay, let's throw in Vice King Requiem just for lulz. I have a normal... Oh, then I can activate this guy's effect. And then summon Flame King Gengish. Then I can't almost... Oh, I already know. Duh, I normal summoned already. So let's use you. Get rid of Gengish. Banish that. It's not a problem for us. Gonna watch the timer. Battle. Hopefully he doesn't read and he thinks he's gonna... Nope, okay, maybe he does read. Oh, he's got something. What? I can't attack. Why can't I attack? Probably this card. Monsters except the Winged Dragon and all cannot attack the turn that they are special summoned. Okay, makes sense. That's why he wasn't forfeiting or anything like that. Must have another Winged Dragon of Law in the hand. I mean, another sphere mode maybe? Yep, called it. Gotta tell you, this guy's kind of annoying me. What? You entered mother... Sorry, ad monetization gods. Promise not to curse. Sphere mode. Can't take that many hits. Sphere mode, requires remove, then shift this card control in the end phase of the next turn. Your opponent can target this card attacks. You contribute this card special summon Winged Dragon of Ra. So I have to get rid of it. Otherwise he's gonna summon Ra. Do I have any tributes that I can use? I don't have enough, unfortunately. I do have this. Do I have any more fusions I can use? Nope. Let's think. I have 60 seconds. Thomas, no, I need this card in the graveyard. Wait. How many? Okay, let's do this. Shoot, don't know what to do here. Let's go with that. Set the pendulum scale. 30 seconds, pendulum summon. Wait. Yep, that's fine. Pendulum summon. Activate effect, about 30 seconds. This guy's really testing my patience here. Summon you. Activate you, come on. You. Come on, come on. Come on. Come on, timer. Summon you. Don't lose on me, timer. 10 seconds. One. Use fact real quick. Come on. Set. Whew. Okay, we made it. I can use Thomas to tribute Sphere, unfortunately. Thomas has 2 tributes unless I'm missing something, and then Thomas needs to tribute a DDD monster to activate its effect. Tribute this card, special summon dragon, but thankfully I have Wave King Caesar. Negate that nonsense. Then destroyed, so I unfortunately don't increase attack points. If he has another Sphere mode, I swear to God. But thankfully we have Wave King Caesar, we're good. During many things you can activate his effects for something else over the... During the battle phase. Okay, no, we're gonna get rid of that nonsense. Tribute 1 monster, no, tribute 1 monster. I'm gonna tribute you. I mean, I could have stopped him with, what's his face here, but I only have 1 more, so I can't risk it. During the battle phase, you can tribute this card, set 1 metal weapon from the deck. You cannot activate it this turn. Okay, so we're good with that. Does he have evenly matched? Nope. Okay. We're good. We're good, guys. Even if he summons that reflex slime, he can run over it. Okay, Dark Spirits. Ooh, actually, that might come in handy right now. No, it's not. I already wasted so many resources. And discard this. And then we're going to get... oh, that's right. I can get from the graveyard too. Gonna get Thomas. Let's just go... This guy doesn't deserve for me to just kill him in 1 blow. So let's do as much as humanly possible. Summon Thomas. I'm not even going to give him a chance to get his card back to summon a random slime token. That's how many? 8,600 attack. We have more than enough. So 35. And then 18. We're gonna get his fucking little, reactor slime to attack. And that's it. Oh my god, those were the two most annoying duels that I ever had to play ever. And I'm so glad that the few of you guys have managed to stick around this entire time. Sorry for the issues at the beginning, but I'm glad you guys were able to capture this and my frustration for these duels. Let's quickly read some comments before I have to go. Oh man, Abdullah, thank you for blowing up the chats. Really appreciate that. It's pretty easy to summon Shangri. Yep, that's ridiculous board. You have no tributes, no spell trap effects you can touch. That's true for Eternal Darkness. Was about to say that must be jarring right now. It was. Thomas tribute Spear to summon him. He's two tributes, unfortunately. You definitely got to post this duel. I will be posting this duel. So real quick, I'm going to show you guys the deck again before we end the stream. So this is what we're dealing with. I'll probably change it a little bit more too, so keep that in mind. We got one Necro Slime, we got two Kurikara, two Maxi, three Swirl Slimes, one Golem, obviously the three Keplers. We got the Centric, one Kerberos, three Copernicus, two Warthros, three Griffin, two Oblivion King, Abyss Ragnarok. You guys saw why I run two just in that last duel alone, which is great. Actually, it's a pretty fun combo that I saw now. Discard this Swirl Slime with this card. This guy's most likely, one of them is most likely going to be in the graveyard. Get this back into the hand. Use Slime's effect. Banish the slime. Special summon the recently added to your hand Oblivion King. Get its effect. Summon Gilgamesh to pop off the rest of your cards from your extra deck if possible, or just, you know, go off with other combos. One card. Technically, it's a two-card Kali Yuga, but whatever. Anyway, obviously I'm throwing in Super Dimensional mainly for the scale. Unfortunately, I have to get rid of Kepler since this format he's not that great because of all the banishing that's going on. Obviously, we're going to throw in two Small World. We're going to throw in the Dark Spirit Mastery, as I mentioned before. Enemy Controller, I didn't get a chance to test this thing out, but you guys saw how it can potentially help out. If, you know, the circumstances are correct, obviously. But it's pretty much another version of Crossout Designator. And for the extra deck, we got these guys, and of course I threw in Sky Thunder, Zeus. That's our targets for enemy controller and change of heart. Get any of the Kashtira XYZ monsters. Don't use their effects. Switch to attack mode. Attack. Main phase 2. Summon Zeus, and then call it a day. And last before we go, I haven't been what do you call it? I have been royal hunting in the last couple of days, so I just wanted to quickly show off the cards that I have royal quick here. I mean, it's turned from 50 hours to about 3 full days, and then you craft an extra 3 cards. So you craft 12 total, or you pull 4 10s. So you have to have a lot of resources for that, unfortunately, but that seems to be the best method for now. But anyway, these are the cards that I have royal, and with that, I bid you guys adieu. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream. I really appreciate you guys' support. I will be posting that last replay by itself probably tomorrow, and we'll go from there. Take care, you guys, and have a nice night.